Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a review of the highly popular K2 mechanical keyboard by Keychron. So what is a mechanical keyboard? It's a keyboard that has mechanical switches individually under each of the keys, and these are mechanically actuated. There's a good amount of key travel. There's a very satisfying click with each of the buttons, and typically they're a joy to type on, unlike the membrane keyboards which can feel mushy. They are very durable and they can last many years, and they are highly customizable. You get them in a variety of layouts, switches, keycaps, and lights. There are three main types of layouts. One is the full keyboard, which includes the numpad. Then you have something like this, which is called a 10 keyless or a 75 or an 80% design. Gets rid of the numpad but still has all the other essentials. And then you have the 60% keyboard, which is typically the most compact one. It does away with the function row, sometimes even the arrow keys, page up, page down, etc. Why did I choose this particular keyboard? First of all, the form factor is great. It doesn't sacrifice functionality for size, even though it's an 84 key keyboard. It supports both wired and Bluetooth modes of operation, and out of the box it has compatibility for Windows, Mac, and iOS. And it's very well rated and a well reviewed keyboard. It's made by the company Keychron, which had the K2 as the most funded keyboard on Kickstarter, and it's been built by enthusiasts. And Keychron as a company for this model has a decent offering of options. For switches, you can choose between the Keychron blue, brown, and red switches. The body, you get options of all plastic or aluminum cladding. And the keycaps themselves, by default you get the ABS keycaps, but you can also choose PBT. And for lights you get white backlighting or RGB, and they also offer a wooden palm rest if that's something that you need. So I ended up buying this K2 in a non-aluminum version with brown switches and white backlighting, and the keycaps upgraded to PBT. So what do I like about this keyboard? It doesn't feel bulky. It's more compact compared to other 10 keyless designs, and it's not much bigger than a 60% layout. The build quality is pretty good, and it's got some heft to it, even though this is the all plastic version. And it sits pretty flat on the desk, but it also got these feet on the back which fold out and give it a little bit of angle. So that's nice. The color theme is great. I like the grayish brown keys here with the darker browns against the black cladding and then the orange accents. So out of the box it looks really nice, and you don't have to go out and customize your keycaps. The PBT keys with the brown switches, they feel great to type on. They have the right amount of tactile feedback without being too noisy, And some people have reported that the stock ABS switches feel cheap, but so far I've liked these PBT switches a lot. And these are MX style switches, so they're easy to customize down the road. There's lots of options available if you want to go ahead and do that. And it comes with this braided USB-C cable, and it's got pretty good build quality, and it can plug into the side right here. And it's angled. I like that because it doesn't get in the way of your desk. It's on the left, so if you have your mouse to the right, if you're right-handed, that works well. If you're left-handed, this may be a problem. And there's a toggle switch on the side to switch. Let me get this to focus. Yep, so there's a toggle switch on the side that lets you switch from Windows to Mac OS, and you can switch on and off the Bluetooth, and also switch to just cable mode. So this is a big plus for me because you don't have to change anything with the keyboard. All you do is toggle a switch when you plug in the Mac computer, and I use a Windows computer for work and a Mac for all my personal stuff, so switching between them is pretty easy and seamless. And also the Bluetooth on this one, it has 3 combinations. So see the keys here, you can actually connect 3 different devices to it and switch between them by hitting the function key and 1, 2, or 3 right here. So that's great as well. And I pair this with my Logitech mouse, which also has options to connect between 3 devices. So I switch between my Windows PC, my MacBook Pro, and my iPad, and it works well with all 3 of them. Now here are some things that I kind of found meh. and this is a sort of a thick keyboard. So if you see the side profile, it is thick. It's not the thinnest mechanical keyboard out there, but it's not thick enough that it will make my hands feel strained when I'm using it. I've used this through the workday without a palm rest, and I think for me at least, it's been okay. I haven't had any strain in my wrists. The Bluetooth version on this is 3.0, but it gets the job done. I haven't faced any issues or connection problems, but it's worth mentioning it's 3.0. And personally, I think the RGB doesn't sit too well on this keyboard. Now, I have been using the white backlit version of this, and if you see, this white backlighting looks pretty neat, and there's a few different patterns that you can go through. I'm not a big fan of the RGB. I bought the white backlight one. I can actually turn this off. I find it distracting when I'm working. So yeah, your mileage might vary on this. So what do I not like about this keyboard? The aluminum version of this keyboard is a sort of a misnomer because it doesn't have an aluminum base. It's still the plastic base. It's only these 4 panels on the sides, the edges, which are aluminum, and they're screwed on. And that's the reason why I skipped that and I just got the plastic one. And that is not to say that this is deficient in any way. It's just not a true aluminum design if that's what you're looking for. And I would save the money and just get the plastic version instead. Also, the frame could have been thinner. This sits flat, and like I mentioned, the frame is sort of bulky for a mechanical, and from what I've heard from teardown reports, there's a lot of empty space in here, so they could have had this in a wedge shape and had it kind of tapered down naturally so that it's easier to type on. It would have made things easier for some people who have small hands. The switches on this keyboard are pretty good. They're Gatorons, and you get the red, blue, and brown options, but it would have also been nice to have a Cherry MX switch option, because I know some people, they look for Cherry MX switches and they're not going to have that option with this particular keyboard. The key sizing is also sort of unique. If you notice here, the keycaps for the command and control and option are bigger compared to the keycaps on this side. So what that means is, out of the box, you're not going to be able to find replacement keycaps for this, aside from what Keychron themselves sell, and they do not sell a lot of different color options. So if you want to customize the color and look and feel of these keys, you're going to have to buy multiple sets of keycaps and put them together to get what you want. Also, Keychron now makes a 60% keyboard called the K6 that's available for pre-order on Kickstarter, and that has an option for hot swappable switches. And what that means is the switches are not soldered onto the board. You can pull them out and put in new switches really quickly if you wanted to upgrade the switches at some point in time. So this might not be a huge deal to everybody, but the K2 doesn't have that option. All the switches are soldered onto the PCB. Also, Bluetooth 3.0. It works, but in 2020 there are other keyboards that are offering Bluetooth 5.0, so I'm just saying, Keychron, you could have given us something newer. Alright, finally, to wrap up this review, let's talk pricing and verdict. Pricing starts at $69 plus shipping if you buy from Keychron, or $75 if you buy from Amazon, and that's for the non-aluminum white backlight models with ABS keycaps. If you add all of those options, it's gonna probably top out at $100, but it's still a very compelling offering at this price point. If you want a well-built, all-around keyboard which works well with Mac and offers a wired plus Bluetooth option, there aren't many out there that can rival this. So I would definitely give this a thumbs up. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and it doesn't hurt to hit that like button. Have yourselves a nice day. Bye-bye.